Good afternoon, Kenyans. Once again, this is Mureli from Mureli Speaks. It has been quite a long time since I made a video on this channel, but I figured that today is the right moment for me to do this. Kenyans, I was one of the people who was very skeptical about the appointment of Martha Karua to deputize Raila Odinga. I thought that such a move was very risky. And this is why I argued for the appointment of Kalonzo Musyoka because over the years, Kalonzo Musyoka has proven himself. He has delivered votes. As you can remember, in 2007, there was quite some few disagreements with Raila Odinga at the time. And Kalonzo decided, to vie on his own, and he was able to garner more or less 1 million votes. Yeah. In 2013, the same thing happens. He was able to mobilize the Kaba votes into the basket of Raila Odinga. And this is why the 2013 elections, were hotly contested between the president and the deputy, the president on the one hand and Raila Odinga on the other. In 2017, the same thing happened. Kalonzo Musyoka managed to mobilize the Kaba votes and delivered them to Baba. And this is why even the 2017 election was very closely contested between Baba and Uhuru Kenyatta at the time. So Kalonzo Musyoka is a tested and tried politician. He has proven himself over the years that he can deliver votes to the side that he is going to support. But now, Raila Odinga decided to choose a different path for the 2022 elections, and he decided on appointing Martha Karua to deputize him. And this obviously has not been received very well by the people from the Wiper Party. And this is one of the reasons why there has been a lot of agitation, back and forth by Wiper guys from Azimio, because as you remember, initially Kalonzo Musyoka declared that he was going to support Baba in 2022 election, but there was a condition that if he were not appointed the vice president, then he's gonna choose his own path, run for the presidency, and we see that he actually did that and even appointed a deputy president. But it has come to a point where I think he has analyzed the situation and all the conditions and the environment in this election and decided that it is better for him to support Raila Odinga and become, a chief cabinet minister. Yeah. So we see that the appointment of Martha Karua was very risky. This is one of the reasons why I believe that Raila Odinga is a political genius in this country. This is because he went against, the norm, and he went against the votes who are more or less guaranteed and decided to risk with Martha Karua. But we see that the manner in which Martha Karua has been received across the board in other areas of this country, it has been very positive. And as the days go by, it is becoming evident that the chances of, Baba becoming president, courtesy of being deputized by Martha Karua, the chances are very high. This is because initially, Baba was aspiring to score like that percent from the mountain. But now we see that there is a lot of excitement across Central Province because of the appointment of Martha Karua. And we are very positive that she might even mobilize, people from the mountain to support Baba to the effect of about 50% of the votes. And today, Kenyans, I want us to discuss the main reasons why Martha Karua has proven herself, has been able to mobilize, support, not only in Central Province, but all over the country, and which makes the elusive presidency for Raila Odinga to become a reality in the August elections. And first and foremost, you have to realize that Martha Karua is one principled politician. She has been an activist for a number of years. This is a politician who is always ready to stand for a certain cause. Yeah, because we saw there is a time when she was Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, you know. And to be a minister in this country, yeah, you are always facilitated by the state. There are certain perks, that come with such a position. But Mother Karua decided to let it go, and to resign as the cabinet minister for justice and constitutional affairs at a time when she came to the realization that those who appointed her were not, perceiving issues from the same angle. So she's a courageous politician. We see that at a certain point, she was an advocate for Raila Odinga when Raila Odinga was being, prosecuted for allegedly having taken part in the coup in the 1982. And we saw that Mother Karua decided to work in such a difficult environment because, as you might remember, during the Moi regime, this country was not a democracy. It was a dictatorship. And as a council deciding to side with a person who had serious, allegations, like, attempting to oust the government of the state. It was a serious allegation, but nevertheless, Mother Karua was principled, and she decided that she was gonna, represent Laila Odinga in court, yeah, and whatever the outcome was, that proves that Mother Karua is not a pushover, and that she's a principled politician who will stop at nothing to do what she believes is in the best interest of this country. And the other reason why the candidacy of Mother Karua has brought a lot of excitement in the Mount Kenya region is that Mother Karua is using superior logic, because we have Mother Karua on the one hand, and on the other hand, there is Gachagua. So when Mother Karua is appearing in various rallies across the country, we see that there has been incidences of heckling, and instead of castigating those people who are heckling, they are causing disturbances at her rallies, she's using superior logic and explaining to those people where we have come from as a country, explaining. So Kenyans, the ability of Mother Karua to use superior logic is one of the factors that is endearing her to the mountain and increasing the chances that Raila Odinga will be elected president in August. Kenyans, the other thing that Kenyans forget is that Mother Karua is a seasoned politician. Mother Karua has been an MP for Gishogo for a long period of time. I think she has been an MP for more than 20 years. So this is a person who has learned the intricacies of politics. She understands what it takes, to mobilize people and to convince people, to support a certain cause or a certain political divide. Yeah. So the ability of Raila Odinga to see these factors is one of the reasons why increases her chances of, mobilizing people and make Raila president in August. And I also want to discuss about the gender issue, because, as you know, in this country for quite some time, there has been a lot of deliberate attempts to empower women, even in terms of education and distribution of property. So there is a rising consciousness in this country by women, yeah, and of course, this is a section of people that represent more than 51% of the people, yeah, and definitely they are going to be excited about a fellow woman being nominated a deputy president. And although not all women are going to be excited about this, but of course, a section of them are going to be excited by it. And as you know, we have never had a woman vice president in the history of this country. So this is going to bring a lot of excitement, and I'm very sure that there are certain people who are going to vote for Mother Karua just because she's a woman. Now, Kenyans, the competition that Mother Karua has is Rigathi Gachagua on the other hand. And as you know, the deputy president under the 2010 constitution plays a very vital role, in this country. A deputy president is meant to deputize the president. That means if the president is incapacitated, yeah, for one reason or another, the deputy president is supposed to assume the responsibilities of the president. But now Kenyans are stopping and thinking, what if something happens to William Ruto, assuming that he becomes the president? Can Gachagua make a good president? Yeah, and this is one of the reasons why many people are deciding to vote for the Baba and Martha Karua ticket, because even in the absence of Baba, the stature of Martha Karua is a tested and tried politician. She has proven himself. She's a woman of conviction, and many people don't have a doubt that she can make a good deputy president or a president uh, in the case that the unavoidable happens. Yeah, that is all we have for today, Kenyans. And if you want to hear more of this content, kindly subscribe to this channel, Moredi Speaks. Goodbye.